My best training in my early 20s, I sold encyclopedias door to door on commission only, no appointments. That's very hard. I sold encyclopedias for about 3.5 years in my early 20s. I did very well at it.
Okay.
But to sell my first set, it took me 5 days and hundreds of doors to knock on before I sold the first set. Incredible training, because then you learn how to be better, and better, and pretty soon, after a few months, maybe I knock on 20 doors, and I'm in selling encyclopedias. So I did it at first to survive. I liked eating. I like having a roof on my head and not sleeping in the car. So we do whatever we have to do. And then you realize that by doing as much as you can, what others don't want to do, and be prepared for a lot of failure. That's another thing I tell people. Be prepared for a lot of rejection. Because like with Paul Mitchell, many salons in the beginning would not even talk to us. Be prepared for rejection. If you're prepared for rejection and will keep on going at it, if you believe in it, and you have the best quality, and you believe what you're doing is the best, you will eventually succeed. Well, for me it was, when I started making some money, what's the biggest thing about money? When people say, or when did you know that, what's the big change? Or what's the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire? Okay? And I tell them this, the big difference is this. When you start making some money, you can go to bed at night and not stay up half the night worrying that you can't pay your bill the next day. Did it help any not to sleep? No. Didn't cure it, but you get so worried. But when you start having some money, you don't have to worry like that. You can actually sleep at night knowing I can pay my bill the next day. If I got billions more, would it change my life? Absolutely not. No. The difference is this. They got all at once, never had money. I never had money, but as Paul Mitchell started growing, I got a little bit at a time and held on to it so I wouldn't lose it. So I was very careful where I put my money, and as more and more came, I was more and more careful. Another reason I would not sell the company, even for $10 billion, any amount, is when I started and had nothing. I promised hairdressers and our distributors I would never sell them out. If I sold Paul Mitchell within a month, a day, a year, it's going full retail everywhere. Destroys the hairdresser. When I had nothing, hairdressers or distributors believed in me. Now that I have something for money, I'm never going to sell them out. I have plenty of money for me, my children, my grandchildren, my grandchildren's grandchildren, and many enough now that I can help the world become a better place to live.